Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel. This one is a little bit different and I'm sure it will be a little bit controversial for some people out there, but I want to talk about Patreon. Now, if you don't know what Patreon is essentially a service where you can donate money to the channel to help with improving it and things like that. So that is kind of what I'm trying to set up basically. We recently hit 5,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, but I'm still using the same kit that I was using when I first started it, and I can't really upgrade the quality of the videos using the particular stuff that I've got at the moment. And for me to improve a channel, I kind of need to have money to do that, so I feel like this is a way to perhaps do it. So I know that not everyone agrees with the principles of Patreon, and I completely understand why people don't agree with it. So if you're not interested, then nothing is going to change for you. Videos are still going to go on as normal. You're not going to miss out on anything. It's just there if you want to try and help the channel out and things like that. So the way I see Patreon and understand it, it's like, I see it like a Spotify Premium, or perhaps a subscription to Amazon Prime, for example. Nothing changes if you don't pay for it, but if you do pay for it, you get a few little added bonuses and perks and things like that. So I think that's the way I see it as how Patreon would work. Now, as I've already sort of mentioned, the main aim for this Patreon is to be able to buy better quality equipment so I can then improve the quality of the video. So I'm looking at like a better camera. Of course, this is one I'm just temporarily using. This won't be featuring in normal videos, but in the normal videos you see I'm using a little webcam and it's really grainy and not very good. So I'd like to upgrade to a better webcam, so then there's a bit more better audience interaction between you and me, and you can see me better and things like that, and it's a little bit better, I think. I'd also like to try and get better lights as well, because as you can see I'm very orange and stuff right now, so better lighting would be fantastic as well, and even getting green screen and things like that, so there's no background behind me and things like that. That would be quite cool. Then you can see more of what's going on. I think that increases a bit of interaction. We could do a few more cool things with that as well. Do a lot more things in videos with green screen. We could do like press conferences, or we could do things where something's behind me, like we're in a stadium, for example. Or if we sign a player like Brad Yu again, we can do a press conference with Brad Yu sat next to me, for example, get a picture of him or something. So that'd be quite cool, I think, with green screen. A lot can do with green screen. Eventually, I'd hope that, you know, with donations coming in, I'll be able to save it up and get a new PC as well. Currently, I do the videos on my laptop, which really isn't very good. Doesn't want to play the games in 3D. Basically, so that's kind of how poor it is. Editing takes a long time as well, because it just takes a long time to do anything on it. So upgrading would be a huge bonus and means I can do a lot more in terms of editing and things like that. So that's kind of the short term to medium term goals of the Patreon. I guess the long term goal would be, it's a bit of a pipe dream really, but a lot of people making Football Manager content now, there's a few of them now that are doing it full time, which is pretty cool, with the aid of Patreon as well. So I don't know, a few years down the line, perhaps the channel's going really well, the Patreon's going well, perhaps it's something we could then look to do full time, if that was even a possibility. It's still a long way off, it's a pipe dream sort of thing, so if that was ever possible, this is one way that could be done. So that's kind of like the very, very long term aim of what I'm trying to do with the Patreon. Now, there's 4 different levels of donation, each one's got a different name and there's different perks in it as well. So I'll tell you about those as well, but before I tell you about that, if you do want to donate money, only do it if you can afford it. There are so many things that are more important than donating to me so I can buy better stuff for the channel, improve videos and whatever. There's so many things that are more important, so if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. I'm not fussed. Only donate if you've got a bit of spare cash and you really want to help the channel out and things like that. So that's my message really. I don't want you to be donating money when you don't have it or things like that. So as I said, there's 4 different levels of donation. The first level is backroom staff, the second level is youth team, third level is first team, and the 4th level is key player. So for whatever level you donate to, you will be able to join the Discord. We have a Discord anyway. Anyone can join this Discord server. It's in the link in the description. But if you donate on Patreon, you get a special role as well. So it will say in the Discord that you are under the, I don't know, the key player tab or something like that. So you get your own little role in the game. So every level has a role in the Discord. So for the first level, backroom staff level, that is donating upwards of $1 a month. You get a shout out in the video from me, like my eternal gratitude in the video. Of course, you get your backroom staff in the Discord as well. So that is what you get on that first level, and you'll be remembered forever in my heart as donating to the channel. I really appreciate it. So next up is the youth team package. If you donate $5 or more, then you get this youth team package where you get the shout out in the video, you get the youth team Discord, you also get to go on the Hall of Fame. So on my YouTube channel, there's a little banner at the top and it says about at one end of it. And if you click on that, there'll be a Hall of Fame and your name will be on there if you donate $5 or more. You also, another thing, you also get 5% off all merchandise that I'll release in the future as well. So t-shirts or things like that. Anything merchandise related, you get 5% off if you donate $5 or more. The next level is the first team level. This is if you donate $10 or more. So you get all those below perks as well. You get everything below that. But you also get to sponsor a player of your choice. So maybe you're a huge fan of Hammer Time and you really want to sponsor him, for example. So at this perk level, you can have him sponsored under your name or like a business name or something, or your YouTube channel, or anything you really want, I suppose. And at the end of each video, we'll have a little sponsors screen come up and it will say your name next to the player and that you sponsor them, basically. So that is a perk as well that's going on there. And finally, you also get 10% off merch if you donate to this level as well. And finally, the key player level. That is if you donate $20 or more a month. And if you do that, you get a regen named after you. You get a youth player named after you. So each season, we'll look through a youth side when it comes through, and we'll make sure that you get a regen named after you. Hopefully, it'll be some really good ones. Hopefully, we get some nice 5-star regions that we can use. Then you can have your name forever in the game, which I think would be pretty cool. And of course, if you donate to this level as well, you also get 20% off any merch that I release in the future. And you also get the shout-outs and the Hall of Fame and the Discord things. And if you want as well, you can have the sponsorship as something, because that's pretty cool as well. So that is basically that. That is what we've got going on with the Discord perks and things like that. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description to have a look at the Patreon page and see a little bit more information and see if it's something that you'd want to do. Now obviously I know this is a huge thing to do, donating to the channel, but if you do, I'm forever grateful, because it's a huge thing really, donating money to a channel. So if this kind of thing appeals to you and you want to donate to the channel, then thank you ever so much. I can't thank you enough, because you're helping me improve the channel, improve the equipment, getting better videos made for you, and perhaps in the long run, perhaps even make it a job. So if you do donate, I am eternally grateful. There's a link in the description, probably also on screen as well, to go to this Patreon page if you want to have a look at it and have a little bit further and maybe see if you want to donate. As I say, if you don't want to donate, that is absolutely fine. Nothing is going to change for you. There's nothing going to be hidden behind a paywall or anything like that. It's literally just there if you want to help the channel out and help it grow and develop and things like that. So if you've got this far in the video, then thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I know this kind of thing isn't for everyone, so if you got this far, then I do appreciate it very much. So thank you very much for watching today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time for some more Football Manager action on the channel.